Hold on to your hats because today we're diving into those unforgettable moments when Lucky's dad, Pat, proves he's the most enthusiastically chaotic dad in the neighborhood. From unexpected fence jumps to intense party games, these moments will have you both laughing and gasping. Get ready for Pat's most controversial moment. Moment number 1, the Pass the Parcel revolution. When he takes charge of Pass the Parcel at Chucky's birthday party, he decides to bring back the old school rules. Just one prize in the middle. No more of this present in every layer business. The incredible part? Watch as Pat stands there, absolutely convinced he's doing the right thing while chaos unfolds. The kids' faces when they unwrap empty layer after empty layer is priceless. But here's where it gets amazing. Pat's old school approach actually starts catching on. From party to party, his Lucky's dad rules become the new normal, teaching kids valuable lessons about winning and losing. While Pat's dedication to old-school party games might raise some eyebrows, it's his absolute conviction that makes this moment perfect. Just watch how he stands there, proud as a peacock, while parents nervously whisper about modern parenting styles. But you know what? Sometimes a little bit of old-fashioned competition might be exactly what our kids need. Moment number 2, the backyard cricket intensity. This moment shows Pat in his sporting element. When a simple game of cricket breaks out, Pat transforms from a friendly neighbor to a professional umpire in seconds. Watch as he appears out of nowhere, leaping over the fence to make crucial calls. But here's the brilliant part. When Lucky hits the ball, Pat's excitement reaches astronomical levels. His proud "That's my boy" echoing through the neighborhood while he's still hanging over the fence is both hilarious and slightly concerning. Though his intensity might make some parents reach for their phones to Google over-enthusiastic neighbor support groups, Pat's pure joy in these moments is infectious. After all, isn't it great to see a dad who treats every backyard game like it's the Cricket World Cup final? Moment number 3, the Stumpfest enthusiasm. Hold on to your work boots because this moment shows Pat at his most powerful. During the annual Stumpfest, Pat joins Bandit and Lucky in their mission to remove tree stumps, but his enthusiasm goes into overdrive. Watch as he attacks those stumps like they've personally offended him. The genius part. When the kids convince these sweaty dads to become their spa customers. Pat's facial expression when he realizes he has to trade his shovel for a nail polish session is absolutely priceless. Sure, his battle cry of Stumpfest might have set off a few car alarms, but Pat's enthusiasm shows us that even the most mundane tasks can become legendary events. Though maybe someone should tell him that tree stumps aren't actually his mortal enemies. Moment number 4, the magic asparagus scare. Get ready for one of Pat's most hilarious and jumpy moments. Picture this. There's Pat, just minding his own business, hanging up his laundry and having the most delightful sing-along with himself. He's in his element, doing the most dad thing ever, humming away while pegging up socks. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Chili and Bingo are hiding in the bushes right behind him, planning their sneak attack. Poor Pat has no idea that he's about to become part of their magical game. The way he's just casually singing, completely oblivious to the impending ambush, is pure comedy gold. The best part, when Chili and Bingo jump out, Pat's reaction is legendary. Watch as this grown man nearly jumps out of his skin. His face goes through about 50 different expressions in 2 seconds, from peaceful laundry doer to absolutely startled dad. But here's what makes it perfect. Just as Pat's trying to recover from his fright, Bluey appears out of nowhere to capture Chili and Bingo. The way Pat stands there, still clutching a peg, trying to process what just happened in his previously peaceful backyard, is absolutely priceless. Moment number 5, the Shawn Showdown. Get ready for one of the most hilarious and slightly concerning moments of Pat's neighborly adventures. When Bluey and Bingo are playing with their dad, who's pretending to be Shawn the wild sheep, Pat picks the perfect, or maybe worst, time to walk by. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Bandit, fully committed to his role as Shawn, launches into a full-on sheep attack on poor unsuspecting Pat. Watch as Pat, being the legendary neighbor he is, doesn't miss a beat. While Bluey and Bingo are genuinely worried for Pat's safety, trying their hardest to control their wild sheep with their little rope, Pat is just rolling with laughter. The genius part. Even while being attacked by a grown man pretending to be a sheep in broad daylight, Pat just goes along with it. The way he dramatically falls to the ground while Bandit headbutts him like a real sheep is pure comedy gold. All while the kids are shouting "No, Sean, no" in absolute panic. And you know what makes this moment extra special? While most neighbors might call the police if they saw a man acting like an aggressive sheep, Pat just treats it like another normal day in the neighborhood. His ability to laugh through what looks like a bizarre wrestling match in the middle of the street shows exactly why he's everyone's favorite neighbor. Moment number 6, the Backyard Olympics intensity. Hold on to your hats because this moment shows Pat at his most competitive. During a friendly game of backyard sports, Pat gets so caught up in the excitement that he transforms from friendly neighbor to Olympic coach in seconds. Watch as he enthusiastically demonstrates the proper technique for throwing a water balloon while the kids stand there with their eyes wide as saucers. The best part? When Bandit has to casually step in and remind Pat that these are 4-year-olds playing a game, not athletes training for the Olympics. But here's what makes it brilliant. Pat's enthusiasm, while sometimes overwhelming, comes from a place of pure joy and involvement in the kids' lives. Moment number 7, the feather wand fall. This moment shows Pat at his most magically chaotic. When Bluey and Bingo are playing with their feather wand, turning everyone heavy and light, Pat becomes their most enthusiastic test subject. The way he commits to being heavy is so intense that the entire fence shakes. But here's where it gets incredible. When they make him light, he takes it so seriously that he starts floating around his yard like a runaway balloon. The neighbors' faces as they watch a grown man tiptoeing through his garden in slow motion is absolutely unforgettable. The local council might want to add enthusiastic pretend play to their building inspection criteria after Pat's performance. But let's be honest, a dad who commits this hard to making magic real for kids is worth all the concerned looks from passing joggers. What do you think? Moment number 8.
The Keepy Uppy Championship.
Hold on to your balloons, because this moment takes Pat's competitive spirit to new heights. During a casual game of Keepy Uppy, Pat transforms their quiet street into a world-class stadium, complete with running commentary and instant replays of every bounce. But here's where it gets wild. He starts keeping official statistics for each player's balloon time, and even creates a neighborhood ranking system. The other parents' faces when he presents them with detailed performance graphs is absolutely priceless. Which Pat moment made you the most nervous? Drop a comment below and do watch our video about top family moments in Bluey.